Hi, this is Mike Taylor from Web-Based Recruitment, and today I'm with Ed Hendricks from Sonru. Welcome, Ed.
Hi, Mike.
So you are involved in online video interviewing. Do you want to tell us all about it?
Yes, Sonru is an automated online video interview, so used by recruiters to, I suppose, shortlist their candidates, and it's used in the early stages of their selection process.
Okay, so how exactly does it fit in?
Usually we would replace the phone interview and the early on-site tests. So basically recruiters get their CVs, screen their CVs, and when they're about to interview them or invite them to interview, they come into our system, create an interview for the candidates and set a deadline for them to complete it by. The candidates then log in and they have access to the interview until the deadline. They basically don't see the questions in advance of the interview, so what we're trying to do is replicate a live interview feel, and when they begin it, they've got to answer the whole interview through, and we record the candidates' answers basically.
Okay, so they apply to a company, they get an email invitation saying they've been invited to take part.
Yeah.
They take part at a certain time.
Yeah.
They have a certain period of time to answer the questions which they don't know in advance.
Yes.
And then what happens then? Are they screened back at the office?
Yeah, basically. So this is automatically saved for the recruiter or the interviewer to review in their own time. So they log in whenever suits them, wherever suits them, and view the interviews. And then they can share those interviews securely with other colleagues that are involved in the hiring decision.
Okay, and what sort of companies are actually using the service at the moment?
We've got some great companies like CERN in Geneva, who are the founders of the internet, who use the product to, I guess, recruit scientists from all over 20 countries across Europe. So it's I suppose we've had a lot of success with graduate recruitment, technology recruitment, multilingual roles, sales, marketing, and that sort of stuff. So it's becoming quite standard with the companies that are adopting it.
Okay, and what have been the main reasons why people have adopted it? Has it been the same for most companies, or is it different?
Some companies like it because it's innovative, so they're shown innovation to their candidates, and the candidates love that. But the main reasons will be the efficiencies that it brings. So we have a very efficient and effective process. You don't have to schedule the interviews, you don't have to be with the candidates, you don't have to travel to the interviews, and it's very effective for an interview panel to get together online and basically review them. It's also a very transparent process, so it helps build records of candidates, and it also gives you a record for you to go back and double check details about interviews, so you're not relying anymore on just the interview notes that you've taken from the phone or in person. So it's more transparent, it's a fairer process for the candidates because you're putting them through a similar structure, and it's, it eliminates litigation cases, in that all candidates go through the same process, they have the same time to do the interviews, same closing dates, and it's just a much better process for them.
Okay, and what sort of feedback have you had from the candidates? Have you had any resistance?
You'll always get some resistance, but it's been mainly really, really positive. So they're really excited to do the interviews, see the company has been really innovative, very facilitating in that they're allowing them to do the interviews in their own time, in their own place. So it's been really, really positive from them, and they're delighted to see companies embracing it.
Right, okay. And what do you see in terms of the future going forward now?
Well, we see this becoming a standard process. So we see this replacing the phone interview and replacing early stage interviews, and it's just totally part of the process of recruitment organisations, and candidates become familiar with it, recruiters become familiar with it, and it's the way it's done.
Yeah, and I suppose it could be used internally as well as externally in the company.
Of course, it can be used for any interview.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can be used internally or externally.
Okay, so basically, if you've got a camcorder, or not a camcorder, the on the
your webcam.
That's it. Yeah. If you have a webcam and an internet connection, then you can actually answer the questions anywhere in the world.
Yes. Yeah, very, very, very simple. We're using technology that's just available to everyone. We're using broadband speeds that are available to everyone. Yeah. So it's a simple, nice process that's accessible to lots of people around the world. Okay. So it's nothing too crazy.
Yeah. So say, for example, there were 30 people invited. The line manager would view all 30 interviews?
They can do that, or they can. You can have different managers viewing particular sections within interviews, whatever's relevant to them. But usually they would review all the candidates that answer. Yes.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Well, I wish you all the best with that.
Thanks very much.
I'm delighted to say that Sonru will be speaking at the Mobile and Video in Recruitment Conference, which is on the 17th of November in London.
We're very excited
We
about
look
it.
forward to seeing you then, and thanks for your time today.
Great, thank you.